All right, up next is a Technics SL1900. What can you say about the Technics line of turntables? Other than they're reliable turntables. They're like the Toyota Camry or Honda Accord of turntables, in my opinion. They just kind of run, and when you do have to sort them out, they're pretty easy to sort out. So now this one may completely make a liar out of me. I don't know, but hopefully that what I have found to be true with these is true with this one. So I did throw an Audio-Technica 3600 on it because that's my preferred cartridge to put on turntables when they're missing one. I think they're excellent values, so I like to throw them on different turntables. So let's see what's going on with this one. First we're going to do I might as well hook it up to sound just to save a second here. In the event that it actually works. Which again, this one's pretty clean. I don't remember where 402 Vinyl got this one. I do not recall. I don't know that I ever knew. All right, so first I'm going to do kind of a poor man's alignment on this. We're going to set this to 0-ish. And this is not a precise alignment. This is just enough to put the needle on the record, drop it down. So I set this for about 2.5 grams. And anti-skate. Okay, so no, that's right. That seemed to be a little bit gunky. But so tone arm elevator works up and down. This is on 0 repeat. Dogs are out behind me creeping around looking for trouble to get into. It's set on 33, record size 30, so let's fire it up and see what happens. I don't hear a hum from the speakers. Come on, go over. Go over. Oh, okay, good. Now drop down. Now drop down. Now drop down. Okay, there it goes. It's really slow. Like really slow. Okay. And there's Johnny Rivers. All right. Man, that thing took forever. All right, so I'm going to look at these pitch controls and see if they do anything. So, oh yeah, that's like 33 right there in the middle. 45. Okay, 45 is probably, yeah, 45 is a little bit sketchy, so we'll clean those off. I'm going to take this to the end of the, I think I have to adjust the drop point. That dropped awfully slow, so I'm gonna do it again just to look and just kind of look and see what could be going on with that. So that's on 45. So stop. Yeah, that's just slow. Now, you know, with silicone damping oil, I don't know that I'm going to do anything with that. It's been cold in my garage. This has been sitting in my garage for a week. That drop point needs to be adjusted. It's not even close. And this thing is really, really high off the record. So I'm going to adjust that as well. In fact, I think I'm going to do that first. So on these, there is an adjustment screw right there. I don't know if you can see that right here on the tone arm guide. And you can click that clockwise or counterclockwise. I don't remember which. And it's not even going to move. There we go. So that dropped it down. I went 2 clicks clockwise, it dropped it down about 1/8 of an inch. Let me do another click counterclockwise. Oh no, I was doing clockwise. I'm raising it. Here we go. I always look for about 10 millimeters off the surface of the record. That's pretty close. Let me take it a little bit closer. That's 1 or 2 more. I'm not sure what cartridge this had on it before, so they probably had it set real high. All right, so now drop it. There we go. And it dropped a little bit better. I think maybe it was, it was sitting up too high, and it looked like it was getting stuck, taking forever, but I think it was just slowly falling down. So on this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it through one more time, so you get to see the operation once again. So don't watch it. Make sure it drops. Yeah, that drop point needs to be adjusted. It's still pretty high. And it's still taking forever to drop. Alright, so I lowered it quite a bit right there. I know this is really, really boring to see, but some people actually make comments like they want to see more of these mundane tasks, so I'll just leave it in here. Again, I wouldn't doubt if the fact that it's like 40 degrees in my garage is not contributing to that, so before I call it good, I'm going to make sure, oh yeah, that's much better. And there it goes. All right. To adjust the drop point is this little cap here comes out, and again, I don't remember if it's clockwise or counterclockwise. Excuse my big head getting in the frame. Got to line up the screw and then turn it. And it's just a matter of figuring out if you turn it clockwise or counterclockwise. So I turned it about 1/4 turn clockwise. We'll see if that moves it in or out. Oh, that moved away in. So obviously that was not the right way to move it. So let me move it a little bit in the opposite direction. It looks like this one's going to be pretty touchy, so I'm sure I just overshot it as well, going that way. Yep, I need to take it in just a tad. You know, and that's just how it is on a lot of these things. It's just, you know, trial and error. I think it's dropping a little bit faster now. Plus, I got to double check that weight once I get it all squared away. So, all right, so let's remove the slip mat, the platter. It does not want to move. Well, there we go. Okay. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to disconnect it from my stereo, just so I don't have the wire flipping around. And I've tested for sound and it sounds all right. I think I mentioned on earlier videos, I normally will listen to a record. When it's cold like this, the way my office is set up, I will take turntables in and connect them to the amplifier that I have in there sometimes. And I'll listen to them in there. Sometimes I'll just decide to clean up my garage and listen to a record while I do that. Man, this is really clean. This one's not in too bad shape. Not the most, you know, not the highest quality Technics, but it is a Technics nonetheless. So it's the red screws come out. I think all of these need to come out to take the bottom off. And the service on this should be really, really easy. This reminds me of an SL, is it a 23? SL23? The servo frequency generator or something like that. Worked on lots of those. I guess I could have sped through this, but I'm almost done. Feet look good on this one. It's really common to find these with mangled feet on them. Dust cover is actually really good on this one too. So it's got kind of a heavier bottom panel for the plinth. All right. I may have to take those feet off. Not real sure. Did I get all the screws? Yeah, I wonder if those... Well, those feet aren't screwed in there, though. Okay. I thought that those red screws... Yeah, it's coming apart now. Oh, you know... Oh, that's... Is this one of those? Ah, this is one of those. That's what it is. So this comes off. And you got to be real creative with how you do this, like so. There you go. And then there are the pots right on top. Forgot that's how this one was laid out. I think I've worked on one of these a long time ago. So we've got pot here, and it's easiest, in my opinion, to, this is speed, kind of spray these down and then put the cover back on with the give them a little twist, get some of that stuff in there, and then put it back together. Now I have to line, I'm going to line everything to the right to make it easier to line that up. And put this back on like so. And then I'll have to move these. Oh, now I remember this is kind of a pain. This is kind of a pain here. So I remember you got to be careful with aligning the pitch controls. And getting everything lined back up can be kind of a pain in the butt on this. Okay, so that one feels all right. Maybe not. Well, I think you understand what I have to do here. I need to align these with the controls underneath. And just to show you what I got to do. And I'm going to do that off camera. It shouldn't take me too long, but right here we have little semicircles on the controls. Those have to go back down onto these posts. And I need to line these up. So flat is going to be like there, flat's going to be there. And again, that should be in the proper position. Yeah, I've got these backwards because when I put it down, there we go. So if I can't do this easily, I'm going to click the camera off and fight with this off camera, which is probably going to be the case. To get those lined up. Oh, that's right. This comes off. I swear I have worked on one of these before. It's just been a minute. And I don't remember if that screw underneath holds that panel on or not. there's no screw, so it just snaps off. Huh. Don't want to break it. Actually, there we go. So that one is, oh, almost had it. All right, I'm gonna kind of monkey with this. Oh, I think I'm gonna mess with this off to the side. Got one popped on. Oh, there we go. Jeez. And there's that. Speed control. Variable resistors are here in these grooves. So apparently if you want to adjust the speed, get these to the middle, which I'm going to go through that. Let me show you what that looks like. So I'm not going to screw the bottom back on yet. I will show you what I like to do. In case you haven't seen one of my other videos, I've done this in dozens of other videos. All right, so we're set to, and that's up, so turn it on. Oh, I forgot to do these. Let me get these nice and clean. All right, so it's on 33 right now. So what I do is I count the number of turns. In fact, let me get the, I can't put the cover back on, but so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. So then I'll back it off 2, 1, 2. And that's where I try to get it to kind of lock into that center position. It's just a little tiny bit off, and then you take a screwdriver and put it down in there. Probably a non-conductive screwdriver is better. And then you slowly turn it until you see the strobe pattern change to wherever you need it to be. And that screwdriver's too big. And then that will dial the speed in. There we go. So I've got to turn the other way. So right. All these screwdrivers are like, there we go. And you can clean those as well, because these will get dirty, but this one seems to be a real touchy, so that's got it locked in the middle on 33, so we'll change it to 45. Do the same, and I'm just looking at the strobe. So looks like 45. .45 is good right there. I'll turn it off, put this cover back on. So there you have adjusting the speed. Pretty easy. Pretty easy on this one. So I think what I'm going to do now is, now this I am not even going to mess with this platter. This thing is going to spin forever. So I don't know that I'm going to lube this one. Maybe when I flip it over, I'll see. Well, no, I can't flip it over. So, yeah, I'm not even going to mess with that. Because that seems to be all right. Doesn't seem to need any lube or anything. So I think I'm going to button this up and continue cleaning it off and really call this one good. This was kind of a short video. But again, these are really reliable turntables. I haven't found them to be very difficult to service, kind of get sorted out, get cleaned up. Yeah, that seems pretty good. I could drop just a little bit of oil down there, but I think I'm going to leave that because it feels all right. Okay, so let's get this buttoned up. think all I have to do is finish the cosmetic cleanup on this. I just want to give it one last check. Oh, I turned it off, so there we're on 33. Speed looks to be good. Maybe a little bit off, but I'll let that get over first before I tweak anything. Oh, that's up. Put that down. Yeah, it looks like that's dropping a little bit better now. Perfect. Again, these turntables are just like bulletproof. They're so nice and easy to work with. Very nice and easy to work with. So what I'm going to do to finish this one up, I'm not going to do it on camera, is I'm going to really just clean the dust cover off. I might buff it, but it was in pretty good shape. I don't know that I would have to. I just need to clean it. I mean, there are some, maybe there's some minor scratches. Those might come out. I don't know. There's the before. Yeah, let me go. I'm going to go buff this out. It'll only take me a minute. In fact, maybe I'll do that on camera. Yeah, maybe I'll do it on camera. Probably not. I'll do it over here to the side. Come back and we'll look at the after, and then we'll wrap this video up. Well, here's the pretty much finished product. I do have a little bit more cosmetic cleanup to do, and I need to make sure that I set the tracking on the cartridge, and I'm going to listen to it and do all that kind of stuff. Clean this up a little bit better, but the dust cover is as good as it's going to get for now. Not much more I'm going to do with that. Marginally better. Actually, I think it cleaned up pretty good. I use Novus fine scratch remover in my orbital buffer, just a cheap like car wax buffer, and works pretty good. So yeah, I think that's better. I think that's better. All right, well, I think that's all I'm going to do for this. I know that was a real quick one, but hopefully you saw a couple things that might help you get one of these sorted out if you come across one that's in bad shape and it's got speed issues or something. Although this one was good, I still kind of took you through that. So that'll wrap it up for the Technics SL1900. As always, if you like what you see, hit like, hit subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.